The Gift of Despair. The cold winter wind blew viciously through the small town of Jackson Hills, rattling windows and sending shivers down the spines of anyone who dared to step outside. For Roderick, this winter was especially long and hard. He had been laid off from his job, and although he had been searching for months, he had been unable to find any sort of employment. As the snow fell, Roderick trudged through the falling snow, his heart heavy with despair. He had no idea where to turn next, and he was beginning to lose hope. Finally, he arrived at the local graveyard, a place he'd visited often over the past months. As he approached the graveyard, he noticed a figure standing in the shadows. The figure, cloaked in a thick black robe, stepped forward and removed the hood from its head. "Roderick, I have been expecting you," a raspy voice said. The figure motioned for him to follow, and Roderick did, though he felt a strange sense of dread. He followed the figure to a large crypt, the entrance of which was open. Inside, Roderick found what appeared to be a shrine, decorated with candles and strange symbols. Sitting atop the shrine was a box, adorned with strange runes. "Take it," the figure said. "This box contains the gift of despair." Roderick hesitated, though he still felt drawn to the box. Finally, he reached out and opened the lid. Inside, he found a spectral figure made of gray mist that quickly dissipated after a few seconds. Roderick stepped back, his face pale. "What was that?" he asked. "The gift of despair," the figure replied. "The spirits of the dead have chosen you to bear this burden. Every time you feel despair, they will be there to remind you of the cost of your misfortune." Roderick felt a chill run down his spine as he realized the gravity of the gift. He thanked the figure, then hurried home, not daring to glance back. When he returned home, he hid the box in the back of his closet and tried to put the thoughts of it out of his mind. However, things only got worse for Roderick. He soon found himself slipping into a deep, consuming depression that no amount of effort seemed to be able to lift. One day, Roderick finally decided he could take no more, and he reached for the box in his closet. He was about to open it when suddenly a shimmer appeared in the room, quickly growing in intensity until it filled the entire space. For a moment, all was still, and then the spectral figure from the box materialized in the middle of the room. The figure reached out its hand, and Roderick felt a sudden and inexplicable sensation of joy in his heart. The figure stepped forward and embraced Roderick warmly. "Thank you," it said. "The gift of despair was what I needed to be free." Roderick was filled with a sudden understanding. The figure wasn't a harbinger of despair, but a spirit of hope, released from its darkness by Roderick's willingness to accept it. The figure stepped back and dissolved into the air, leaving behind only the memory of its warmth and comfort. Roderick stepped back, allowing a smile to grace his face as he realized that he'd been a part of something bigger than himself. He had been the one responsible for bringing hope back into the world, and with that hope, perhaps a brighter future.